So with the 2-year anniversary coming pretty fast actually, because the 1.5-year anniversary just ended, so we got like 4 or 5 months until the 2-year anniversary comes. We got a lot of sync pairs during the 1.5-year anniversary, and going to the 2-year anniversary, we're getting even more sync pairs. So we're able to build a bunch of teams. So I thought I'd talk about three teams that are like the best in Pokemon Masters right now, like regional wise. Let's just start right away. So we're gonna start with the Kanto team, and the Kanto Trio are the best team in the game. Even right now, they're still the best. Like with what they can do, they're insane. Like Red, I would consider him being the second best striker in the game under Leon. Red is still very, very good. He's more self-sufficient than Leon. But damage-wise, Leon takes the cake easily. But as a team, the Kanto Trio, they're just insane. Because Red, like we already know, like he's good. With the damage that he's able to do, he's insane. And then with the Leaf is a very good tech type. Like she can just do so much. Like she has healing, so you have potion MP refreshes with her too. You got mega healing, so you can gradually heal the whole team every time everyone attacks. Like you can heal yourself, which is great. And then she also reduces the sync move countdown. And it's better to use mega healing after you mega evolve, because then it's going to reduce the sync move countdown a little bit more than if you were in regular Venusaur form. But she also has AoE toxic. Like they're just insane. And the toxic damage gets even greater when you mega evolve, because of everything just getting better. So after you mega evolve, the toxic is going to do even more damage. So the toxic, like Venusaur and Leaf, they're the best like toxic user in the game, just because AoE, like you can't go wrong with that. It's so good. And I don't have Signal Suit Blue, but he is still like one of the best supports in the game, because he's just able to do like everything. Like he's able to increase your physical defense, physical and special defense, and increase your like offensive power as well. Reduce sync move countdown. He's able to do good damage too. So like with all three of them able to do a bunch of damage, along with having really good defensive capabilities too, they're a team to be reckoned with. And if there's a difficult content in the game that you're not able to beat with other sync pairs, just pull out the Kanto Trio team and then you're good to go. Like literally, it's just insane with the capabilities that they're able to do. And Red, he's good. Like I said, his special attack stat and physical attack stat is really good, but I wouldn't really focus on physical attack stat with him, just because like when he mega evolves, he does get Flare Blitz, and that's a recoil move. And with the damage that you're going to be doing with Red, after one Flare Blitz, like you're going to die. So everyone mainly just focuses on like Blast Burn and Heat Wave for Charizard, because that's where they're really going to be a lot better, because you don't have to worry about the recoil. Because with him being a striker, being a very good striker, you want him to be alive as much as possible, just so you can continue to do a bunch of damage. Because if he dies after one hit, there's no point in having him on the team. It's just Red or Leaf and Blue at that point. So it's like, hey Red, welcome to the fight. Oh well, okay, bye. It's like after one Flare Blitz. But he's very good. Like he has an AoE on his regular move kit, and then he has AoE on his sync move after you get him the 6 stars. So with Blue buffing him as well defensively, like you don't have to worry about My Destiny lowering his defense, because Blue's going to be on the team. So you really don't have to worry about anything with the Kanto Trio team. Like there's no weakness with them. The only weakness they actually have is being Pokefair. That's the only weakness the Kanto Trio team has, because with all the other teams that we're going to be talking about, or the other teams that we're going to be talking about, a lot of them are Spotlight, so you're going to be able to acquire them a lot more easier than the Kanto Trio team, because Leaf, she is a Pokefair, Red is a Pokefair, and the same with Blue. So you have to wait for them to come back, and who knows, that could even be like 4 or 5 months until the return. So if you have them, then just know you're gonna have the best team in the game. Okay, and they're probably gonna be the best team for a long while still. So they're really overpowered together. Now the next team I want to talk about is the Unova region, or the next region I want to talk about is the Unova. Because we just got a lot of buffs with the Unova region, because now we got Hydreigon with Iris, and then we got the Awakening for Hilbert and Samurott. So like they are really good. And then we also got the 6-star EX for Swan and Skyla now too. So like we got a lot of options that are very, very good. And the Unova region, like the amount of characters we have over here now, you can make a pretty good team for sure. Because like N being the best electric type striker in the game, and then we got Iris and Hydreigon, a very good tech type, and they could do an insane amount of damage on their sync move too with the multipliers. And then if you're going in with a physical striker, you could bring in Hilbert and Samurott, and they're a very good physical support. So like Unova, I would probably say is the third best team in the game. After the buffs that they got during, like just a bit after the 1.5 year anniversary, like they are just so much better now. And what really made them a lot better is Skyla getting her 6-star awakening. So now when you have her on the team, and then she sync moves, she's going to be giving you guys, or the Unova team, or just anyone in general, but like we're just talking about the Unova. So like if you were to have Skyla with Zekrom and Hilbert, Skyla is going to be buffing them defensively. I mean, Hilbert will be doing that too. But she's also going to be a very good potion user. She is incredible. So like with Skyla and Hilbert being both support, and you got them both the 6-stars, with 2 sequels, you're going to be at plus 400% on your buff. So like it's going to be insane. So because of the Unova region having 2 Unova characters, or 2 Unova supports being 6-stars, or 3 actually, including Skyla or Rosa, but you're not going to want to have 3 supports on the team. That's just stupid. But but if you were to have Skyla with Hilbert and Zekrom on the same team, it's just going to be insane. So then in total, like Zekrom is going to be hitting a crap ton of damage after they both sync move, and it's just going to be insane. And then you don't have to worry about Zekrom getting his defense lowered either, because like on his trainer move, he does lower his physical defense. But with both Skyla and Hilbert on the team, you don't have to worry about his defense getting lowered. And then with both Hilbert and Skyla increasing speed as well, you really don't have to worry about Zekrom's speed, because Hilbert increases everyone's speed, and then in battle, if your speed does end up getting lowered, then you could just use Skyla and then increase your speed that way. And then with MP refresh it on both Hilbert and Skyla, like they're a force to be reckoned with too. Like it's just insane. But if you don't want to bring N with these guys as well, like there's other options too. Like you got Alder with Volcarona, which are a very good bug type. And then you also have Iris with Hydreigon, and you could use them as a DPS as well as a support, because it can lower physical and special attacks, so you don't have to worry about anything defensively either. Or you could also bring in Zebstrika with Elisa, and they're much better after their great expansion and getting a 6-star EX as well. I'm not much of a fan of recoil moves, but they're still a pretty solid electric type too. So if you don't have Zekrom and N, then you could even go with Elisa and Zebstrika for an electric type, because their Spotlight. N is a Pokefair, so that's a little bit annoying for him, but his banner is going to be coming back with Alder very soon too, so if you don't have them or them, then you can pick them up when they come back. And then you also have Iris with Haxorus, which are a very good dragon type, free to play too. You also have Hilbert with Mightyena, but they are seasonal, so you have to wait for them to come back during Halloween. So like there are very good options in the Unova region. You also got Berg, which will get his 6-star awakening eventually too. So like the Unova region, I would have to place them in the number 3rd spot, just because like there are some weaknesses. I mean, they're not really any weaknesses, but with the team that we're going to talk about next, they are probably better in my personal opinion. But the Unova region, they're very, very strong with the buffs that they just recently got too. So, and the second best team that I'm gonna have to talk about is the Galar team. Now, it's weird saying that it's the second best team when I only have 2 of them. But when you have Marnie and Obstagoon with you as well, like with Leon on the team, like if you're gonna be running a Galar team, you're gonna want to run Leon, of course, because of his master passive. Like it's just insane. Like you get a percentage buff to offensive attack. And then you also get a percentage buff for damage reduction. So like it's just super, super good. So when you have a full Galar team, the offensive capabilities they're actually going to be better than the Kanto Trio team. Because if you're running Gloria and Leon on the same team with Obstagoon, the damage that you're going to be doing is just incredible. Because with the percentage buff on offensive attacks, Gloria is going to be benefiting from that big time. And then Gloria also has move gauge refresh, so like you're going to be able to spam a whole bunch of moves. And with the buffs that you're getting offensively, like it's just insane. And it's not like it's a big difference. Because Gloria being like the fastest 4 gauge move user, is gonna matter a lot because with Leon's master passive, the damage that you're gonna be doing with both the Leon and Gloria on the same team is just really high. And then when you have Obstagoon on the team too, it's the damage is just insane. So when you have a full Galar team, the full damage increase that you're going to be getting is 30%, and that's a big number. And then the maximum damage reduction is going to be 26%. But then when you have Obstagoon supporting you as well, it's just going to be really good. So when you have a full Galar team, the damage that they're going to be doing is better than the Kanto Trio team. But the reason why I have them number 2 is because the defense is, or the supportive wise, they're not really that great, because they don't really have any healing. So that's the thing that they're lacking, because with the Kanto Trio team you have Leaf, and then you have Signature Blue, which are both really good at a support if you want to use them that way as well. But even then, like you could even use them as offensive characters as well, because all 3 of them with Frenzy Plant, Blast Bird, and Hydro Cannon, they're all 3 of them, they're able to do a bunch of damage together. But it still doesn't really compare as much to Leon and Gloria attacking consistently with the damage buff that they're getting from the Master Passive. If it wasn't for the Master Passive, they wouldn't even be in number 2. It's just because of the Master Passive from Leon that they're at the number 2 spot for the Galar team. And we can see a trend in the future with this as well, with certain regional teams being like a team. And it makes complete sense that way too. But in the future, like when the Kanto team gets a Master Passive and they get the buff like Leon, then you know the Kanto Trio team, they're just gonna get even better, because like let's say Red comes with a Master Passive, which he most likely will. The Kanto Trio team is just gonna be even crazier, because they're gonna be buffing Signature Leaf, they're gonna be buffing Signature Blue as well. So it's just gonna be insane. Like that's gonna break the game. Having a Master Passive that's going to buff the Kanto team is literally going to break the game, because right now they're like the best team in the game, like I said. And then when you give them a Master Passive, it's just GG. Like you're going to just win everything. It's just going to be super easy. So, but yeah, those are my top 3 teams in the game. The Kanto team being the best one, and then the second best team is going to be the Galar region. They would have been number 1, but like I said, they're just lacking in the healing department and a little bit in the defensive department too. Like the damage reduction is good, especially when you have Obstagoon on the team too. You're going to be fine defensively, but when it comes to needing healing, they're going to be lacking there. So it does suck, because in hard events, like you're going to need to heal eventually at some point, but they don't have it. So that's where the Kanto Trio team is going to be superior, because they're going to be able to survive a lot longer in these fights. And then the third best team is going to be the Unova region. There's other teams that are very good as well. Like if we look at the Hoenn team, or the Hoenn region, you got a good roster of characters too. Like you got May, you got Brendan, Alteria, Wally, Wallace. Like you got a lot of good characters, and don't forget, like I'm missing some characters too, because I don't have every single character in the game. But the Kanto Trio team, best team in the game. Hoenn, a very good team offensively, but defensively they're okay. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. These are the 3 best teams that I would consider to be in the game. Kanto Trio being number 1, Galar being number 2, and then Unova being number 3. If you disagree, let me know why you disagree in the comments below. But I think we can all agree that the Kanto Trio team is the best in the game. Maybe it's a toss-up with the Galar team, but like offensively, they're just insane. Defensively, they're a little bit weak, even with the damage reduction, because like they don't have healing, so they're gonna suffer a little bit. And then the Unova region, like they're very good. Maybe if you want, you could even place the Unova region as number 2 and then Galar number 3. Because not having healing and everything, it does suck a lot. So like I don't know, we should be able to get or we will get more supports for the Galar region in the future, but we'll have to see how good they'll be. I'm sure they'll make them very good because no matter what, the Galar region is going to get much better. Because with the Master Passer from Leon, like you can just add in a support and then they're going to be really really good that way too. Because with the damage reduction, so but yeah, let me know what you guys think of this little list that I made. Like again, you can sort of argue that Unova is number 2 and then Galar is number 3, but this is what I have placed. Let me know what you guys think. That'll be it for this video, and I'll see you guys later.